What's up, familia? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kim Jimenez, your digital marketing strategist and the founder of the Business Lounge. And if we're meeting for the first time, welcome to the channel. I'm so excited that you're here. So in this channel, we chat about business and marketing strategies that can help you take your online business to the next level. So if you're a blogger, if you're a marketer, if you're an expert, an author, if you sell services, if you run an e-commerce shop, basically if you are trying to use the internet to leverage and grow your online business, this is the place to be. So definitely consider subscribing. All right, guys, so I'm so excited to be talking about content ideas and not running out of them again in part 2 of this series. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the first video yet, definitely pause this one. It's going to be linked in the description box below, and you can get so much more insight because it's really going to help you break through some serious mindset issues. And of course, don't forget to catch up on our content series, which is happening right now. I'm going to be linking to it in the description box below so you never miss those episodes. Now, in the previous video, we talked about critical mindset principles that we need to adopt if we're actually going to crush our content marketing, if we're never going to run out of content ideas. And the first principle was truly believing that content ideas are endless. If you believe and subscribe to the notion that abundance is all around us and it totally can be implemented into content, you are going to win, my friend. And in that video, we talked about the famous Wayne Dyer quote where he talks about abundance not being something that you acquire, it's something that you tune into. So if you ever get those like nagging thoughts about, oh my gosh, am I actually going to be able to talk about this topic forever? Remember that there's more where that came from. A la Dolly Parton. 'Cause there's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. And then principle number 2 was to get inspired on purpose. And we talked about a bunch of different ideas where you can actually implement and incorporate inspiration into your daily routine so that you're constantly feeling like you have a fresh perspective and something to say. Remember that creating content is very much like an art, and you have to be inspired if you're going to put out the best content you possibly can. So in today's video, we're going to shift gears a little bit and get very practical. I'm going to show you how you can leverage a few of my favorite tools so you never run out of content ideas, and we're going to get right into it. The first tool is Quora, and I'm sure you've heard about this tool. It's an amazing, amazing kind of market research tool, if you want to call it that. But Quora really helps you understand what the market is thinking. What kind of questions do they have? So I'm going to head over to the computer and kind of show you how Quora works and how you could be leveraging it to grow your content bank. Okay, so here we are inside of Quora's homepage, and I'm gonna kind of walk you through this. You would utilize it like you would any other search engine. So you're gonna type in some keywords. In this case, we're gonna start off with something very broad like jewelry. So let's try that out, jewelry. Okay, so the first topic, you'll see multiple topics here. This is not going to give you necessarily questions that people are asking. You're going to see a lot of results where there's articles and kind of general ideas, but we're going to start broad and then we're going to bring it in, I promise. The first one is, is it possible to break into Fort Knox, steal most of the gold, and get out alive? It's really, totally unrelated to our niche. What should I really pay 3 months salary? Okay, should you really pay 3 months salary for an engagement ring? At what level does that stop applying? Great topic for a possible blog or a video, especially if you sell handmade jewelry and you create wedding or engagement rings. Amazing. Why is burning off your, okay, no idea why that's in there. What are valuable diamonds? Maybe how to select a diamond, what are the cuts and the color and the clarity and all, what does that all entail? Let's see here. Okay, can the pressure at the bottom of the ring, that's again unrelated. How long were you engaged before you were married? Yeah, so now there's a few good ideas, but not enough for us to be like, okay, jackpot, right? So now we're gonna get a little bit more specific with it and see what comes up and actually search the word jewelry instead of the topic. So I'm gonna click search, and now we're in business. What is the best online jewelry store? Great topic idea. If I had a jewelry store, I would be 100% on that. What are the best jewelry blogs, the best websites? What is the difference between fashion jewelry and fine jewelry? Where can I find inexpensive jewelry online? Why do people wear jewelry? What's your favorite jewelry? Da-da-da-da-da. You get the point. Lots of awesome content pieces. Now, if we go kind of further and let's kind of go into one of these, maybe the difference between fashion jewelry and fine jewelry, and click in here and see what comes up. So this is a sponsor post, so that's an ad, and kind of go through what people are talking about, read what the responses are, kind of get an idea or a notion for whether or not people are actually curious about this question. So again, I hope you're starting to see how Quora can become a really great content finder for any type of business. So I want to make sure that this is an inspiration, kind of a first step. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is the end all be all, but it's a great tool to have in your toolbox. So now we're going to talk about my next favorite tool. And I mean, we got to talk about the Google if we're going to talk about finding great content ideas and doing so via search engines. And so Google is an amazing place to look for ideas. And if I wanted to get really specific with it, I wanted to think about how does Google function? If I type in just like handmade jewelry, right? A bunch of jewelry sites are going to pop up. So I want to start to look at what are some of those autocomplete responses in the search bar. So I'm going to start writing here so I can do, and I can't spell jewelry, guys, to save my life. So I'm very, very sorry. All right, jewelry, and then kind of see what comes up. So jewelry websites, stores, repair, Okay, so let me add the word how to. How to clean jewelry, how to clean gold, how to make jewelry, how to sell jewelry, display, or something. Okay, so love that. Let's type that in, how to jewelry. And you'll see tons of tutorials are going to pop up on how to make jewelry, how to start your own thing, da-da-da-da. So this may or may not be related to our jewelry business. So maybe that's a little bit too much on the jewelry side, but I can start typing in here some great. And you see how, oh my gosh, look at all these ideas. Amazing. But that's not what we want. So how to select jewelry for an outfit. How to choose jewelry. How to select jewelry. How to select bridal jewelry. How to select pearl jewelry. So love that. Let's type that in and see what comes up. So how to choose the right jewelry for an outfit. Tons of different ideas, accessorizing, etc. But one of the places that I really want you to pay attention to is the people ask section. So how do you match jewelry to an outfit? How do you accessorize an outfit? How much jewelry should you wear? How do I pick the right jewelry for my wedding dress? Oh my gosh, kabam, jackpot, a million different content ideas. Okay, not a million, like 5 or 10, but that's amazing for one topic. You can do that for a bunch of different topics, and bam, you have 30 different content ideas, which is basically a year's worth of content, and you are good to go, my friend. So leverage search engines. Now you can do the exact same thing on Pinterest and on YouTube and get incredible results and kind of dive in deeper, but I'm not going to show you all of that in this video because it would be far too long and you kind of already get the idea. And the last suggestion or tip that I have for you is to talk to your tribe. Do you see all those questions? Those questions came from real people on search engines. You want to activate your own community, and you can do this by just posting some quick polls on social media, sending out a survey, or just asking people in an email. Now I get it, you might be just starting, and if you don't have an audience yet, that's totally okay. You can partner with someone who has a bigger audience and ask if they would be willing to let you poll their audience, or you can just leverage the free tools that we just talked about. The whole idea is to constantly be in contact with your tribe. They will tell you what they want to learn about. And this is something that we've always implemented in our company and our brand. One of the reasons why I give my membership site so much of the credit for the content ideas that we put out is because we're constantly talking to our members inside the business lounge. It's a constant kind of back and forth conversation about the topics that are really difficult for them to kind of, figure out. And then also ideas for new content pieces that we can create that can really help them. So highly recommend talking to your people, diving in, having a conversation, and that really starts by doing it intentionally. So when you are creating content, always end with a call to action. Ask people for questions, ask them for feedback, ask them for suggestions, ask them for advice. It really makes a huge difference. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you have a ton of different content ideas that you're about to implement and you have solid tools so you never ever run out of new ideas ever again. If this information was helpful, don't forget to also join us inside the Business Lounge. These videos are just a little tiny teaser of what you're actually going to be able to access inside our community. We have 30+ courses that are all step-by-step, in-depth information to help you take practical action and implement smart marketing strategies that'll help up-level your online business. Plus, every single month we do live coaching calls where we help you get unstuck and apply very individualized strategies into your own business model. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button. Let us know that it was helpful in the comments below. And actually, let me share a question of the day. I would love to hear what are your best tips for finding content ideas and staying inspired. Let me know in the comments below. There's so many amazing insights that come from our community, so definitely check out the comment section. All right, that's all I have for you today. Un beso, ciao, and I'll see you in the next one.
I feel the warmth of your skin. I feel the touch of your hand.